The apocalypse is a cool framework because things that would maybe be destructive in current society are actually assets. I wanted to use it as like a framework for how we look at mental illness and like why we look at mental illness as a detriment. But then if we got rid of all of society, would that actually be an asset? Apocalypse Untreated is about a group of teenagers who are in a wilderness rehab and mental health facility, and they're there when the apocalypse hits. They're the only survivors, so not only are they contending with the end of the world, but they're also dealing with the end of their meds.
People without schizophrenia always think that people with schizophrenia are going to freak out and hurt them or something. But it's actually way more statistically likely that the person without will interpret something incorrectly or get too paranoid or freak themselves out and end up harming the schizophrenic person first.
Sasha, you're our friend. We're not gonna hurt you. I was just...
Oh, I'm very certain you mean that right now as you say it. But I also know that I could sneeze wrong and Teo'd have me in a headlock, so...
When I had the idea for Apocalypse Untreated, I was like, I want to do something where a bunch of different mental illnesses, I actually look into them and give accurate portrayals of them that aren't just for drama or for entertainment, but rather like a little bit of education too. And, you know, there was some people reading it who were like, is this accurate? Because we've never seen a depiction of this disorder, whatever, in this way. And I was like, because it's been historically inaccurate. I did a ton of research in order to get in touch with these characters, especially the ones that have stuff that I've never personally experienced. I felt pretty close to Indy. I also have bipolar 2, and Indy's character has bipolar 2. So I wrote a lot of her stuff from my own experiences. Indy's bisexual, which is how I identify as well. And I just love anytime there's like queer characters or queer main characters. I always think that sort of populates the world a little bit more realistically. And I think it's important just to normalize and have these main characters where the storyline isn't them coming out. The storyline isn't like panic over their sexual orientations. The storyline is they're in the apocalypse. It's just about a bunch of kids. There were a lot of really good like asteroid movies in the 90s. Armageddon. We were like real into asteroids for a hot minute. And then we just like went straight into zombies. If you or someone you know is dealing with mental illness and queerness, to be honest, go to thetrevorproject.org and there will be a bunch of resources and volunteers who can help you.